In 1993, Ed Tronick published findings that fundamentally changed how scientists understand babies. He filmed hundreds of hours of ordinary parent-baby interactions and analyzed them frame by frame. What he measured was not how often parents got it right. It was what happened after they didn't. Even the most attuned. Research-selected parents in his studies were misattuned 30% of the time. The babies with the most secure attachment were not those who experienced the least misattunement in a day. They were the ones whose disconnection was most consistently followed by what Tronick called a repair sequence. This single finding reframes everything about what an ordinary hard day with your baby is actually doing. Because the hard moments in a normal day are not damage to your baby's emotional world. As most parents assume, they are. If you understand what to do in the 90 seconds after each one, the curriculum of the first year, before walking through the day. One more piece of research reframes how you read every moment inside it. Researcher Beatrice Beebe at Columbia spent decades studying mother-infant interaction at the millisecond level. What she found disrupted the core assumption of modern parenting culture. Faster response means more security. Over-responding, anticipating signals before sent. Answering every flicker instantly was not the answer. The most securely attached infants had parents who responded contingently, matched in rhythm. Not only speed, Beebe called this contingent coordination, genuine reception of each signal rather than interception of it. Your baby is not asking you to catch everything instantly. They are asking you to be receivable when you do. That distinction, surveillance versus attunement, separates anxious responsiveness from the kind that builds. The day begins before anyone is ready. And the first moment carries more information than most parents expect. Your baby hears your footsteps before they see your face. And their nervous system reads what is approaching. Neuroscientist Alan Shore at UCLA calls this the right brain to right brain channel between you and your baby. Before your baby processes your words, their right hemisphere scans your tone, your rhythm, and your breath. The speed of your hands reaching into the crib arrives directly into your baby's autonomic nervous system. A slow hand says, the person arriving is regulated enough. The world is safe enough to begin settling into. A rushed hand says something different, not dangerous, but different, and your baby reads that distinction. This does not mean you must feel calm every morning. No parent running on broken sleep consistently manages it. It means one thing. Before your hands move toward your baby, take one deliberate breath and drop your shoulders. That breath is not a technique. It is a signal sent through the right brain channel before your first word. Tronick's research showed something that surprises most parents the first time they hear it. Stated plainly, babies do not primarily develop through stimulation. They develop through engagement, alternating with rest. Engagement, then quiet. Connection, then pause. Reaching, then settling. This oscillation drives brain development. Routine moments feeding. Changing. Wiping are not the intervals between the important moments of the day. They are where consequential learning happens. Occurring the same way, in the same sequence, every single day. Predictability is one of the earliest forms of safety a baby's system can detect. Before language is available, when the same hands arrive, the same voice sounds, the same sequence begins, the brain skips the threat check. A nervous system, not running a threat check, is a nervous system with full capacity to develop and connect fully. Choose one routine today and make it more deliberate, slower hands. Softer voice. 1. Pause before the next move. Not longer. Not more complicated. Just more present presence. During routine converts, repetition into safety. At some point, your baby cries. And this is the moment where the most important teaching of the day can occur. Not because the crying is the lesson, because of what your response in the next 90 seconds teaches the brain. Tronic's rupture repair model shows the emotional expectancy a baby builds forms in moments of reconnection. Not in the smooth moments, in the moment you return after the one that was hard. Rushed, tense, or too much, when your baby cries during a diaper change or arches pulling clothing overhead. Ask one quiet question first. Not what am I doing wrong, but what is my baby's nervous system signaling its limit with right now? Porges' polyvagal research defines the social engagement system as a narrow window for connection and learning. Outside that window from too much stimulus or speed, the system shifts into defense and connection gets harder. The signs the window is closing are quiet, eyes moving away, body stilling, hands rising toward the face. The correct response to those signs is never more engagement. It is one move to make the world smaller now. Lower your voice before adding words. Slow your hands before adding motion. Reduce the noise before any stimulus. Sometimes, the most precisely correct response in a given moment is to make the world quieter for 60 seconds. Halfway through the day, you look at your phone. Then, look up to find your baby looking directly at your face. Beebe's research names what just occurred. She calls it a tracking repair cycle. Happening in real time now. The parent drifts, attention moves. Presence reduces, and the baby registers the shift before the parent does. The parent returns phone down. Eye contact made. The body closer, and the baby's system marks that return as real, not meaningful because perfect, but because it happened, because drift was followed by a deliberate return. This is Tronic's rupture repair at microscale, playing out dozens of times daily below your conscious awareness. What Beebe found was that the pattern of these micro-repairs, not the absence of the drifts, predicted security. When you notice you have drifted, do not. Spiral guilt keeps your attention on yourself instead of your baby. Simply return, put the phone down, say their name, move into their line of sight, and let your warmth arrive first. 2 seconds. No explanation. Your baby does not need your apology right now. They need your face in the room. Here is the most specific finding in Tronic's research, and the one most parenting content never actually reaches. When misattunement occurs, sharp voice, rushed pickup, tense face. A 90-second window opens immediately after. Inside that window, repair is most effective at restoring connection because the baby's nervous system is activated. Not because the relationship breaks afterward, but because the activation from the rupture is still running inside. A repair inside the window differs from one arriving 10 minutes later. After the nervous system has fully settled, inside the window, lower your voice. Slow your hands. Bring your face down. And offer one phrase without explaining. A slower breath. A softer face. Hands at a different pace. These carry the repair before any words can arrive. You are not erasing what happened. Repair adds a new layer on top. And that new layer is what the baby stores. Tronic's data showed securely attached babies experienced as much rupture as insecurely attached ones. Or more. The difference was not the number of hard moments. It was the consistency of the 90-second return after each. By the end of the day, you may carry a mental list of the moments you wish had gone differently. Most parents do. The sharp voice at bath time. The rushed bottle. The phone held 2 minutes past when you meant to put it down. But your baby is not building that same list. Babies do not accumulate grievances the way adult minds tend to. What your baby is building is an expectancy, a neurological prediction about what follows when hard moments come. Does the tense person return with softer hands? Does the fast moment get followed by a slower and quieter one? If yes, not always. Not perfectly. But often and consistently enough that expectancy becomes a secure foundation. SCORE's affect regulation research shows this foundation builds not in extraordinary moments, but in ordinary returns. The same person, appearing after each hard moment. With a regulated enough body and warm enough face, day after day, not a perfect parent, Tronics data established that perfect attunement is neither achievable nor required at all. A parent who comes back, that is what decades of infant research shows your baby's nervous system is scanning for. You do not need to memorize this research or change how you move through your entire day with your baby right now. One practice, one shift. From the very next hard moment, every researcher in this field agrees that is enough. It is the 90-second return. When a moment goes wrong, I hold a soft intention to come back within 90 seconds. Not with an explanation your baby cannot yet process. Not with a performance of calm you do not actually feel inside. With one slower breath, one softer voice, hands at a pace that says, "The window is open. We are okay right now. That was hard. I am here," arriving with a regulated body beneath those words. Through the right brain channel, over time, across many ordinary days, your baby builds an internal model of what the world does after difficulty. The model is not, "The world is always safe." Tronics shows that is not what secure attachment produces or requires. The model is, after hard things, my person comes back. And when they do, the world becomes safe enough again. That model built in the mess of a real day, never in perfect moments, is one of the most durable gifts available. If this video changed how you see one moment today, save it for the nights when the list of hard moments feels long. Share it with whoever is in the 2 a.m. moments with you. They need this framework as much as you do. And if you are watching this after a day that felt like failure, stay with one thing. Tronics data clearly shows the repair is not what you do after the lesson. The repair is the lesson beginning in the next 90 seconds.